What's going on, everybody? This is Sinqua Walls, and you're listening to Variety Radio Online.
Hi, it's Lexie from the Variety Radio Online, and we are here at EYECON 2014 for Teen Wolf, and we are with Sinqua Walls.
Hey.
So, first question we have for you is, you've recently been tweeting about your new film, Believe Me.
Yes.
So, can you give us a little idea of what that is going to be about?
Absolutely. I play one of the four leads in the film. It's me, Alex Russell, Miles Fisher, and Max Adler. And we play a group of four friends who, our senior year, find out that we don't have any more money for college, so we have to start this fake non-profit organization as Christian televangelists. And we go around just raising money for the word, but at the same time, keeping the money for us.
Nice.
And then, problems ensue. Chris McDonald's in it. Everybody probably knows him as Shooter McGavin. And I actually nicknamed him Shooter. And it was funny because I was like, I want to be Sniper on set. So I was like, okay, if you call him Shooter, you gotta call me Sniper. So we would walk by each other. I'd be like, Shooter. He's like, Sniper. So the whole premise is that we do this. It's Ocean Eleven's meets Ferris Bueller. We go around raising money, conning people until we get caught at the end.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So when does that come out, just so our fans can?
It comes out in September. The official date, I think, is September 26th.
Okay.
The trailer's available online, so please check it out. We're going to be out in all major theaters in all major cities in all North American territories and international. So it's going to be a pretty wide release. We're really, really excited for it, and I think they're going to have fun. I mean, it's a good concept, great script. Obviously, the actors we work with are so talented, and I took away some best friends from it, so
That's great.
support it.
Yeah. So aside from your new film, you also have had a few roles on television.
Yes.
You were recently on Power.
Power, yeah.
Which just got picked up for season 2, which is great.
Yeah.
And your character is Sean.
Yep.
So can you tell us a little bit about that role in comparison to your movie?
Yeah, absolutely. So Sean is very different than my character, and believe me, very somewhat similar to the character in Teen Wolf and Boyd, as he's kind of learning this whole new world that he's thrust into. He's the novice mind in this very high concept drug dealer syndicate, which is led by Amari Harwood's character, or Ghost. And through this process, he's decided that he wants to get thrust into the business. And Amari's character, Ghost, is playing his surrogate uncle, kind of teaching him the ways of the world, trial by fire, essentially, things that he's not aware of. I mean, he came from a very sheltered environment, so he's doing some killing, some drug dealing, and some other things.
He gets up to trouble.
He gets up to trouble, and the good thing about Sean, which is the redeeming quality, I hope, is that he's new to this world where it's almost like it's being thrust on him. These aren't choices that he's choosing to make. It's just more of like, this is how you make it in this world. And it's funny because in these kind of social dynamics, when you come from these specific environments, these are just your choice. You don't have another option. So that's who Sean is, and then season 2 we'll see some more fun stuff.
What?
Steven Lunsford. He's not in Power, but he was in Teen Wolf, and he's a really good friend of mine.
So outside of acting, you know that you play guitar.
Yes.
And you are published poets.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
what got you into poetry?
It was just a thing. It's just like like an emotional outlet. I started writing poetry when I was really, really young. And it's funny because at that time I didn't even know what it was. It was just more of just my thoughts and my expressions and my emotions. And when I was growing up, I always had a lot of thoughts. I think every young actor has these emotional dichotomy of what they feel and what they want to express. So I never talked about it. And that's really where it came down to, is I never talked about my feelings, I never talked about my emotions. I would write them down in rhymes because that was just kind of how I expressed myself.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because one day I wrote this book, and these publishers came around to schools, and they were just like looking for young poets, young playwrights. And they found my book, and they just, we want to put this out. They called my mom, and it was like all of a sudden I was getting my book distributed around like Los Angeles and like all of the U.S. And I had no idea what was going on. I was like, yeah. So then I just kind of just stuck with it and wrote, got contracts to write poetry occasionally for like different schools and stuff like that, being newspapers. So
You done a poetry slam?
I haven't done poetry slam. I don't have that aggression yet.
Yeah.
I want to develop it so I can,
Then you can actually
Yeah, then I'm really gonna just like hit it hard. I'll be a slam poet. Yeah.
So we also know that you also do a lot of charity work
Yeah.
for the homeless and food deprived.
Yeah.
So what sparked your interest in that?
I think, my favorite quote is, how many people you bless is how you measure success. And it actually came from a rap song that I first heard it, but it's been a quote that's been passed down a lineage of years.
Yeah.
But truly, that's just what I'm about. I was raised by my grandmother and my mom, and their biggest thing for me is, it's not about how much you receive as an actor, how much acclaim or notoriety. It's about how people feel about you as a person when they interact with you. So being blessed to have this life and continue to progress with it, I think it's important to just give back and show that you really are thankful. I mean, whatever you believe in, I tell anyone, like, you can believe in whatever you want. But I feel like it's important just for like karma, just for like truth of humanity, to give back, to touch those people that may not have the same opportunities as you. So for me, it's always just like a reminder. I love it. I feel like I wish that we could help the whole world. I mean, the economy we live in, it's kind of tough, but I wish that we could reach out to be an eradication of poverty, eradication of hunger, and all these things that I feel like would allow our society to grow better. So for me, it's just like touching that, reaching out to that, and keeping your life grounded. That's
Great, especially in business.
Yeah.
So we have one final question,
Yeah.
which is our question of the month.
Yes.
If you were in a zombie apocalypse, who would you want by your side?
Ooh, who would I want by my side?
It's difficult.
This is tough.
Doesn't have to be a castmate either.
No.
Who would you pick? Anybody.
Anybody I would pick?
Could be like a TV character, movie
Yeah,
character,
it could be
anyone in
fictional
the world.
character, it could be anything.
Yeah. If I was in a zombie apocalypse, I would pick Nicaila Rivera. And if you guys don't know who she is, at Nicaila Rivera, check her out. She's a good friend of mine, sweetheart, very positive person. I would pick Nicaila Rivera to be in a zombie apocalypse.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.